Hey, man, like, you ever just real tired?
Every day of my life.
Yeah, I mean, we're dads. We
Allegedly.
We're dads.
Yes, we're fathers.
We work hard.
We're blue collar.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's hard to find something that keeps up with that.
That's legal.
That's legal, for sure. Something that doesn't show up on a drug test.
Right.
You're right. I think we might have found the product of all products.
Yeah, it's called Dubby Energy.
And that's D-U-B-B-Y, energy.
So my favorite thing about it is it's like a clean energy because it doesn't have any sugar. It's made from coffee bean extract.
Yeah, it contains coffee fruit extract.
Coffee fruit extract.
You're
Apologies. Right. And then nootropics.
Yeah.
Which are naturally occurring things.
And it makes your brain fire in a way that like keeps you sharp, keeps you productive, and this stuff doesn't make you shit your pants.
Right. Which coffee does.
And also, it's not $4 a can. You can buy the whole tote for $30, and it's
30
servings.
It's 30 servings for $39.99.
And that puts you like at $1. So
yeah, it's $1.30 per beverage.
Right.
And the cool thing is, if you go to dubby.gg and make an order,
you can use our beautiful promo code
Truck Beers, all one word. You get 10% off.
Please don't forget the S, because if you forget
Multiples.
the S,
Truck Beers. Check it out. Let us know what you think. We like it. We're fans.
We're fans. We're Dubby boys,
and we're picky.
They also have a flavor called Dub Sludge, and I love that so much.
They also, if you're not looking for energy, you're just looking for hydration. They have hydration packets also that are flavored. So it's just an electrolyte blend.
Kind of like the other brand, but cheaper.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So check them out.
Get hydrated, idiots.
They're super pro gamer. They're big anime fans, like all the cool stuff.
Yeah, and they're taking a chance on your two favorite buttholes.
That's right.
So
give them a shot.
Give them a shot.
They gave us a shot.
Kissy.
DUBBY.GG, promo code Truck Beers.
Hey, we're here, babies. We did it.
Look who's back. Back again. Beers is back. What did my child do to this mic stand?
Was he pretending it was a motorcycle?
I have no idea.
When I got here, there was like kinetic sand
everywhere.
Everywhere.
That checks out.
And like, fun fact about me.
That's gonna sound great.
I despise kinetic sand. Like,
yeah.
It's my least favorite thing in the world.
It gets everywhere.
I hate sand. I just hate it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And like kinetic sand's more sand than actual sand somehow.
It's kinetic.
Because it's kinetic. Which it's not kinetic.
It kind of is.
It's dumb and gay and I hate it.
Stupid. I don't like you.
Stupid and dumb and I fucking don't even like it. Look at this, YouTube. I got a new hat. Huh?
New week, new hat.
New week. I haven't had a new hat in a while.
Yeah. Well, you have a new hat. You've just never worn it.
I do. I wear that like for dressy times.
Oh, it is a fancy hat.
I don't wear it just because.
It's a special hat.
Yep. That's my hat for when I, want to show something off.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
My pecker.
That is a hat. Never mind.
God. I'm trying to recap in my head all the things that have happened since last week.
It's been a long week.
I went to work after that podcast. I woke up normal time, went to work.
Successfully functional human.
I'm a successfully functioning alcoholic. That's what I am. Oh man, I made it to lunch, and it was like, that was my only deal with myself all day. Is like, if you can make it to lunch, you'll be fine. Yep. Went and got a nasty like a gas station burrito.
Perfect.
And ate it like it like had magical properties. Like it was almost like homoerotic the way I was eating it. Just like they have this like little packets of like jalapeno sauce, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was just like drizzling it, and it was like running down my face, and dude, it saved my life. It
sounds sexual.
It really was, and I'm not really proud of how I ate it, but I almost cried because I knew it was good. Like I knew it was gonna like save my day. I trimmed my beard. I don't know if YouTube knows anything about that. I usually had a beard down to here or so. Now it's up to here. I don't know. I feel fancy.
Yeah. It's,
feel like a real
what is going on with
class act bitch. What are you doing?
Trying to get on the chat on my iPad so I can type if I need to type.
Oh.
And it's being dumb. It's doing stupid shit. Because it did an update. And it's like, haha, you don't work here anymore.
I think everything's updating today. Because like I told you, my phone updated in like in a really bad time. I mean, I don't like it doing that.
No.
I don't like it just being like, you know what?
I feel like I'm going to do a thing right now.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Sorry. I had to let my dog in so she would show up.
Got super hammered Saturday. Not really. I just drank all Pacifico's Greenside had. I drank all their tall boys.
Yeah.
They had to go back to like little boys. I was like, why not?
That's right. I'm your daddy.
Yeah. But that was their grand opening for like Key.
Mexico.
Yeah. And I went to the art show.
Oh, the Swan.
The thousand cranes.
Yeah, I knew it was a bird.
The thousand swallows. I don't know.
That's your...
That's your mom.
No, your mom's a nice lady. I can't make your mom jokes anymore because I met your mom.
You met my mom. You're like, I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I love my mom. She's the goat. But like, I went to that art gallery and I was like severely under everything. Dressed. I mean, I wore a nice pearl snap shirt.
Yeah.
I just bought this hat.
It's clean.
And it's clean.
I'm shocked it's still that color after Sunday.
Yeah. And like, I'm walking around. There's people that are like, the hues and color. I was with Zach.
Yeah.
And Zach's like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah. And he paints.
Yeah, he's one of the artists. He had art up there, and he's like, I don't know.
Zach's not that kind of artist.
He's a man.
It's just like, I do this because I like it.
Well, the other Zach Woods, the guy who works at Greenside, he had a lot of his photography. So it's always like beautiful paintings and like different styles of artwork. And then Zach Woods has like a huge blown up, like square body, old 4-wheel drive Chevrolet truck as a picture.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know you like square bodies. He's like, fucking love square bodies.
Nice. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. It was just cool to like have that moment where I was like, I feel like this picture right now.
Out of place.
Out of place. Then I hung out with Dustin Cameron and Kevin Blaylock. And we went to Ollie's Saturday night, and I drunkenly played our songs for Dustin Cameron.
Yeah.
And then me and Dustin started jamming with Kevin. Like, we were both jamming. Like, Dustin would start, and then like I would kind of play some things. And he was like, I was like, that's a great riff. He's like, I just made that up on the spot. It's like, I did too. It was fun. It was fun. Then we played golf.
Yeah. Well,
we died.
That was... That's the only downside about Divine 9 is they don't open till noon. So, like, you're catching it hot.
You're catching it at the
already,
hottest point of the day, yeah.
And it wasn't like... It was only 82, 83, which is hot, but it's not, like, oppressively hot.
Yeah.
But it was about 600,000% humidity.
Yeah, and we... Stupidly...
We were idiots.
We carried our whole golf bags. We both had a cooler... Like a little lunchbox cooler. We're like, we're going to drink some beer. First time in my life.
Yeah.
First time in my life. It was too hot to drink beer.
Yeah.
Like, I did not enjoy the beers I was drinking.
Nope.
I drank 2 or 3, and I was like, I'm going to throw up.
I drank 1.5, and I was like, nah.
I even said, like, can beer hydrate you? Because I feel like this is not a smart idea.
Yeah.
First time. Adult decision. I just said, no, I'm just... So we played the first 9, and, like, you were taking a knee... And, like, I was pouring sweat out of every orifice. And I was like, let's just go in the AC for a while. Let's cool off.
Had to take a break.
Then.
Made smart decisions.
We made smart decisions. We drank water.
That carried 4 clubs.
And carried the fucking 4 clubs in a pocket full of balls.
We probably could have shared clubs.
I did that. Yeah.
That I don't know why I just thought of that. That
I
would have
don't
been
know.
significantly easier.
Yeah. I'd carry 2. You carry 2.
Yeah.
And they could be like walking sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saw a
For
snake.
the hill on the way back up after the finish.
Yeah. Saw a snake out
That was
there.
a big boy.
Fuck that thing.
That was big.
I think that was probably the first time you realized how scared of snakes I was.
Oh, I hate snakes. I'm
can't
glad you
stand
saw it, not me. I would have pissed my pants and ran backwards.
I think like ancient spirit left my soul when I saw like
It was funny because we were
just talking about snakes.
Because there was my ball had gone in that little gully, and I was like, no, it's gone forever. You're like, well, there's balls right there. I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna fight the snakes for them. And you're like, yeah, I hate snakes. And then
Not even
13 seconds later, you're like, ah.
Yeah, dude, I hate him. I hate him.
It was rough. It was so hot. Poor McCade. He was a trooper.
I don't know how he did it. And of course he belly ached, but like it was all like,
We were belly aching also.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I fully expected him to pass out on the way home. He did not.
I got home, took a shower, and I just sat down.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a 6-minute long video someone sent me, and I was going like, well, I'll catch up right now before I go do laundry. I woke up 2 hours later.
No idea.
And I don't even know if I breathed. I just came to, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I did laundry, and I hated it. I don't get why people, just random people, these people didn't know each other, but they kind of hit it off a little bit, you know? And like
some people are just like that, dude. Like they'll make friends with everybody.
These people were talking about like all their medical history.
That's weird.
And like this guy's like, yeah, I'm on
oh, you have herpes? Me too.
He's like, I'm on like some kind of painkiller. And she's like, wow, those are really good one. I'm on these painkillers. And then you realize these two people are just stoned on painkillers talking to each other. And they kept like trying to get me in the conversation. And I was like, I don't take anything. I just raw dog life. That's what I do.
I hope for the best.
And like, it was horrible. Yes. Wait, Saturday I went home. I was going to go to sleep, but I didn't. I watched Tires, the new season.
Yeah.
So I was like drunk messaging people and watching I strike again.
At least you're consistent.
I'm so consistent. Yeah, we had band practice Monday. That was dope.
Yep.
Just getting better and better.
Yeah, it's
this time we had a little bit of an audience. People,
couple of randoms. Yeah.
Yeah. And they were talking about like, we got to be secret about this. We got to let people. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I've been talking about it on my podcast for like 5 weeks.
Sorry.
My bad.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Sorry.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. Now we're just, Sunday night. Like I went to bed at 9:30. I was like, yeah. Then I got a alert on my phone. And it was like, hey, some shit's coming your way.
Yeah, we're going to die.
Well, I thought it was an Amber Alert, and I was like, that's a different time that thing went off. Hold on. One of the times it went off, I read it, and I was like, oh, a kid named Tornado's missing. And
that was last week.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
That's right.
You were
I
like,
thought
McCade's missing?
Yeah. But, like, that went off, and then I turned on the live stream on Texas Storm Chasers.
Yeah.
And that dude was like, first words out of his mouth, he's like, severe weather is heading towards these counties. If you live in a camper or you live in like some kind of structure, he's like, get out now because these are supposed to be 80 to 100 mile per hour winds.
Right.
I was like, oh, fuck.
That's me.
So I got dressed for work.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to sleep in my car tonight probably because I'm not going to stay in this.
Well, that was probably what? Midnight?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, I got to Whataburger like at 12:10.
Yeah.
Walked in there, got a honey butter biscuit and a Dr. Pepper and waited for the superstorm. I think there's something about Glade water in that surrounding area that like I don't know. Because there's been a couple times like huge storms coming my way, like throughout the years since I've lived in this area. Huge storms are coming, and like it like splits around us.
Yep.
And I don't know what that is.
That is weird. That happens.
I mean, Glade water's really ratchet, but like I don't think weather cares about that.
They may just be scared.
Well, then why does Shreveport get hit so hard?
It's true.
I don't know. I think there's something.
It's because their mayor's weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I don't. I get it. That's weird. That happens here sometimes too.
Yeah.
Like there'll be something nasty coming, and it'll just go, and Like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm not mad about it.
No. My buddy's dad had a cool story. He worked for the road department,
Yeah.
TxDOT, and they were out there like basically digging ditches, and big black head clouds coming their way. And he said he didn't do this, but like the guy was running them. He was like a teenager. And
Why, Dad? Can I go play?
Is your brother playing? Give him a few minutes and then y'all play together.
so like
No, not together. I want to play by
Okay, I need you to go away.
it has begun. But the old man like went to the back of his truck, grabbed an axe, and he like made a show out of it, stuck it in the ground. And he says, "Y'all get back to work, we'll be fine." And he said the storm just split around him.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I've never known that man to like lie. So like when he said that to us one time, I was like, "What?"
Was that Moses?
Yes.
Yeah.
About the same time period. Yeah. Yeah, he's old. He's an old man. So yeah, I was at Whataburger and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then it kind of rained really hard,
Yeah, that was about it.
and the wind blew kind of hard.
We got a bunch of thunder and lightning and a bunch of rain, but we didn't get any wind. Like I walked out Monday morning expecting to be, hiking through down limbs and everything else.
Yeah.
And there was like, it was really, really, really wet, but there was no like debris or anything. I was like,
Right.
oh, cool, great.
I don't know.
This one is terrified of storms, right? So I can't leave him in his kennel because he'll sit in there and bark and howl. But if he gets in bed with me, he tries to get on top of my head.
No.
So I didn't get to sleep Sunday night, hardly at all. It was terrible.
Yeah. Well, I got back home. I got back to my house like at 1:15,
Yeah.
and then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up and I was like, "Yikes!"
I mean, it stormed all night. It didn't stop till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. It's supposed to storm again tonight, but it's not going to be like batting down the hatches and shit like that.
Just a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the videos from 80 in Gladewater?
Mm-mm.
Completely underwater. Or not Gladewater, Hallsville. Like between Hallsville and Marshall.
Really?
Totally underwater.
There's a bunch of flood alerts.
Yeah. But that happened Sunday also.
Yeah.
Sunday night when it poured down rain.
Yes.
Sunday afternoon. Same
Yeah.
thing happened. Same place. But it's worse today.
Yeah, it rained like shit coming home from the golf
Yep.
course.
Yeah, we drove. It was wild because like we were driving, and it was like both sides of us were just pitch black.
Mm-hmm.
But we were in like this little tunnel, and drove through this. It was weird because
That was McCade.
no, none shall pass.
None shall pass here, for weather's gay.
We drove through this little pocket where I could see it raining.
Right.
The road was wet. I could see it, but on this side of the road it wasn't raining.
Right.
Drove through that, and then that was the only heavy stuff we drove through, and it was like that.
I got hammered on the way home.
And it I mean it sprinkled a little bit, but then not long after we got home, I took the boys to their mom's house,
Mm-hmm.
and then like as soon as I got home, it dumped here.
Yeah.
That was like 6:15, 6:30 or so. It was like it sprinkled up until then, but it didn't get bad here until then.
It like rained for 10 minutes and then it was done in
Yeah.
my area. Like on my way home, I was like, we're going to die. I can't see anything. I don't know why we're getting so much rain. We usually don't in June.
I know, but the high today was 77.
It was
the high
great.
tomorrow is 77. I'm not going to complain.
I'm not going to bitch about a second of it.
I feel like, there are probably certain industries, lawn dudes, landscapers, concrete people, construction workers, things like that, that like usually this is their time to just work all the time.
Yeah.
They probably hate it right now because they're like, oh, this is great. I can't go to work today because rain.
I'll never bitch about cool weather.
No.
I will never, ever. I count down the days. Like,
And like 75 to 80% of my day, I spend it in an office, which is worse because then when I go down to the shop, I feel like it's worse because I've become unaccustomed to, the real world.
yeah, the man weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting soft in my old age.
You got to get out in it.
Yeah.
The office will kill you.
My hamstrings hurt yesterday.
Dude.
Like, Monday was okay. They were a little tender, but then, like, I woke up yesterday morning and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, my legs have been dead since Friday.
Yeah.
I had this weird job that I had to just do it all on my knees. It was gay stuff. How do you think I get them bonuses?
Did y'all put a glory hole in at work?
Yeah, that's what... Someone's got to pay these bills, dude.
That's right. That's right.
No, yeah, but like Saturday, my legs were destroyed. Friday, when I got home, my knees were shaky. Like, my legs were just destroyed. Because, like, I had to build it on the ground, and I'm, like, kneeled over, welding, fitting. Then I had to, like, put it on top of a unit. So I was on a ladder and climbing.
You sent me that video of that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's 7 feet in the air.
It was more, yeah. I had to use the big crane in the other shop because the other crane couldn't even clear it.
That wasn't. It looked like a fire truck, but it wasn't a fire truck.
No, it was a frac unit.
Yeah.
It was a frac unit, and when I put a catwalk on top of their mixing tanks so they can put totes on it.
Yeah.
So the chemical can drip down in the tanks and then rust out what I just put there, and I'll have to replace it in another fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
It's whatever. No one listens to anybody. They're just like, do what we want. It's cool.
They don't care. They got money to spend.
Yeah.
Job security.
Yep. Axis Energy. Sponsored by... allegedly. Never mind. That was a big name drop. I should shut up. They have people that will sue me.
Yeah.
It's Chad. No, it was cool. Trying to think what else happened this weekend.
That's pretty much it. I was low key. I stayed home all weekend because of the kids.
Yeah.
You were sending me videos on Saturday night. You should come hang out. And I was like, no, I'm not going to.
Yeah. There was a girl there that was just sitting there because she had nowhere else to sit because Key Mexico was packed.
Yeah.
So Kevin and Dustin thought she was with me. I thought they were with these other groups of people. Like, she was just there, and like we kind of were talking and hitting it off. But then me and Kevin's like giving her a hard time because he thought she was with me.
Oh no!
And like, at one moment she went to the restroom or something, and I was like, "Geez, Kevin!" Like, he's like, "She's not with you?" I was like,
"No."
Like she was eating like this weird like kind of hamburger thing that Key Mexico makes.
Yeah.
And Kevin's like, God dang, girl, why are you eating it so fast? And I was like, what the fuck?
Just randomly giving strangers shit.
Yeah. And then I like was like giving drunk advice. It's like, you can't be mad all the time. They'll get you dead to kill you. And she's like, okay. And I was like, you get the temper in control or it'll control you. Mimi told me that. Like, I'm a fucking problem, dude. I don't know anymore.
That's wild.
I fucking loved our last episode. We need Ben to come back.
Yeah. It's pretty chat's quiet right now. There's 6 people.
Yeah. It's fine with me.
Yeah. Did you see the screenshot I sent you earlier? I started listening to the Book of Enoch.
Yeah, I was going to listen to it too, but I don't have enough hours on my Spotify. I listen to too many books. I'm so smart.
Yeah. I pay the $9 a month to have the premium and do whatever.
Yeah. That I have premium. You only get 10 hours audiobook.
Oh.
You can re-up, which
Yeah.
is stupid because it's another $10 for another 10 hours.
Nah.
That's not what I'm going to do.
I made it about an hour into it and got distracted at work. But
I bet it's boring.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like listening to somebody read the Old Testament.
I need like an iced tea version of the Book of Enoch.
I needed Samuel L. Jackson.
I need Samuel L. Jackson book. Fucking Morgan Freeman.
That'd be cool. I'd go to sleep.
I can't do his voice. Usually I can do some people's voices.
His is no. It would not. I would go to sleep if it was him.
I want to try it, but I don't want to try it. Morgan Freeman. Nope, that ain't it. Never mind. Forgive me. So sorry. Don't ever.
Don't say we didn't try though.
It's gonna drive me crazy. Every time I think about his voice, I want to try it. Like I try to do it, and I just can't do it.
Nope.
I'm not black.
Checks out.
Yeah. the facts are facts.
Yeah.
So I listened to Kash Patel on Rogan, and he's the head of the FBI.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know why they like sign up to do these long form discussions. Like some of the things he said, I was like, okay, yeah, if that's what you're doing, that's great. But he got to like the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, and he's like,
I can't answer that.
No, he said like, no, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. We have the footage. And he was like, really? Because the whole narrative was like, the cameras didn't work, this, that, and the other. He's like, when it all comes out, you'll see. He's like, well, it's not out yet. He's like, no, we got to get our facts and this lined up.
We got to change it to what it makes what we want it to be.
As I was listening to that, Rogan said, Rogies said, he's like, with like AI, like how can anyone believe anything?
Right.
Because like you said you didn't have the video.
That was the official statement.
That was the official statement. What was her name? Helen Bundy, who was like the secretary of the House or some shit.
Something, yeah.
She said, like, we don't have video. And then Kash Patel, like, after the AI stuff, because the AI is driving me crazy here lately.
Yeah.
It's funny, but like I don't like it anymore. But then he goes, yeah, there's no videos of anybody. Like supposedly there was like videos on the island of like debauchery and some nasty shit with famous people that shouldn't be in there. He's like, there's no, we went through everything.
Wasn't when they raided his estate the first time, there was a safe full of DVDs.
Something like
VHS tapes. And then that miraculously, because when they first did it, they were like, that our warrant doesn't cover seizure of that, whatever it was. There was some weird like caveat to the warrant, and they're like, they were getting a new warrant that covered it because they wanted to have them.
Right.
But by the time they got the new warrant and went back, all that stuff was gone.
So this is just my goober mind, like
that. If I remember correctly.
No, that's right. Yeah. That's about right. So the Kash Patel interview was before Elon went scorched earth.
Yeah.
So remember, like, what was it, Friday?
I think it was sometime last week. Yeah.
Yeah, sometime last week, like, Orange Madman was saying, like, they should have canceled the budget to Elon, just shit like that.
So in the big beautiful bullshit bill thing, there was supposed to be some massive subsidy for electric vehicles.
Yeah.
And when the final version went through, that was not in there anymore.
Right.
And then they also did a bunch of stuff that was basically going to wipe out a lot of the work that Doge did.
Right.
And so Elon got pissed, and he's like, well, A, you kind of fucked me on my subsidies, and B, you just undid a large majority of the work that we just spent the last 6 months doing. So he came out like vocally massively against this thing, and then Trump's like, well, we're just going to make SpaceX a national trade, not publicly traded,
right?
Nationalize the company, basically make it a government program.
Right. So
what's up, Kevin?
It's a Blaylock.
That's what it says.
I can't see that for.
Eat glasses.
They're in my car. I should just wear them. Look like a big old nerd. But I'll see.
Yeah.
So the Kash Patel, that happened before Elon was like, the big beautiful bill, all that shit.
Yeah.
Elon sends out a tweet that says the real reason the Epstein files haven't been released is because Donald Trump's on the Epstein's list.
Right.
He's like, have a good day. That was just that's a wild thing to say.
Yeah, he said, have a nice day, and then tagged Trump.
Yeah, Trump. You can't just say shit like that. So, but like,
he kind of can.
No, he can.
It's called free speech.
It is. But like, that's a wild thing to just say.
Yeah.
And now, like, the Kash Patel interview was before all that, and he's like, well, yeah, there's no footage. He actually did kill himself, this, that, and the other. And then the next day, Elon's like, he's a pervert. Like, I like conspiracy theories, but that one's like really like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's kind of nasty.
It's also kind of maybe too perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I like.
Are you saying that shit because you're pissed off? Or, like, do you know shit that they don't want everybody else to know?
Well, JD Vance was on Theo Vaughn's podcast when that tweet.
Oh, boy.
Well, he was literally in the
Yeah.
middle of the interview, and then that came out. Like the producer's like, "Hey, let me read this to you," and JD Vance was like, "Oh, that's not good for anybody. We should really work together here, guy." Like he's professional, but like
But you could tell he was terrified.
fucking freaking out.
That's awesome.
He had a lot of cool things to say.
Did he tell anybody how he killed the Pope?
He'll never
How
tell.
he successfully managed to suck the soul out of the man's body?
That man's become like the biggest meme.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Like I love those memes, and like, but if you hear him on a long form interview,
yeah.
he kind of like he says like dude and bogus.
Well, like his story is pretty cool.
He's 4 years older than I am.
Yeah, grew up dirt ass poor,
Right.
and then
Supposedly.
went to law school.
Supposedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
But I don't know. I just hearing him on the interview, it's kind of like he's like trying to be
a cool guy.
hey,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
And you get fucking Hegseth, that's just a raging alcoholic lunatic that's in charge of the military, which is fantastic.
I don't like that. No, I don't like that. I've for some reason the political shit's been like beating down the door.
Yeah.
Like everything I've listened to is about all this. Have you heard about the Palantir thing?
Yeah. Listen to a podcast about it today.
That shit scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I think that's like a complete overreach.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to say like, no, we'll know who you are in case someone ever steals your identity. We know who the true you is, but this is the information. I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't like that. They already have. I mean, fucking.
Well, all the information that they're getting together, different individual entities control that information. The problem is now it's all going to be under one. So like literally one group has everything.
Yeah.
So,
And like I just don't like how they disguise it like
well, we're doing this for your own
you.
good. Yeah.
Like I've always been like no government kind of thing. I don't. It's a ploy causing disruption so Tesla stocks go back up before Elon steps down. Exactly.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No, I don't like.
Nothing would surprise me anymore at this point about any of it.
When Elon said that tweet, his stocks plummeted.
Yeah. Like a 13% drop in 2 hours.
And that's the lowest it's happened since COVID, I think.
Well, his stock dropped a lot after the election.
Right.
And then
I bet it dropped when he had that chainsaw. It's like, I'm cutting budget.
And then it came back up a little bit. No, it dropped a lot when he did the quote unquote Hitler salute. And then
that was straight up Zeg Hell shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Nazis.
And then it kind of leveled back out. And it started to come back up a little bit, and then that happened, and it went.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Like if you look at a Tesla driver 4 or 5 years ago, you'd be seen as like a very liberal person.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fucking electric car.
Yeah.
You know, I bet they hate Trump or whatever. That's like black and white as I can make it. You know.
Right.
But now. People see a Tesla and they'll throw Molotov cocktails at it.
And carve swastikas in the side of it.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me. Like, you look at some of these, like, super red people. Mm-hmm. They're like, well, shit, I might buy me a Tesla. Right. You know, like, it's genius.
Well, it's like, you know, hey, if you hate Trump, sell me your Tesla for dirt cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the only way I'd ever buy one is if I got one for, like, almost $0.
If anything goes wrong with that car, you can't afford it.
No. And then you got to put a damn charging station in your house, you know.
I wish they would have made the fucking solar panel tiles that they were working on like in 2013, 2014 Tesla was.
They have them. You can buy them.
He was saying he's like going to make it readily available for everyone for nothing.
Right. But no, they still have them. You can buy an entire Tesla house that's solar. It's like a big battery.
I always liked that. Like the idea of it, because
that's the thing so outside of somewhere in West Texas, they bought a whole town. And
really?
That's their manufacturing. They put it. He put a giant battery in that's powered by all that stuff. But that's what allegedly that's what they're building out there is all their solar panel stuff.
Huh?
But I think it's just a big power backup for some massive
UFO
mainframe.
UFO technology
for all this AI bullshit.
So going back to like the AI stuff, like the videos that are being made now, like they're almost like you can't tell anymore.
You can't.
That I don't like this. Like I used to like with like the distorted Will Smith eating spaghetti AIs. Like that's funny.
Yeah, when their hands are all fucked up, it was great.
Their hands are fine now.
Yeah,
and they're making old men say nasty stuff. Have you seen the Pleasant Mart from Perry, North Carolina, or something like that?
Yeah, those are hilarious.
Yeah.
What are you buying today? Well, I'm buying asparagus and the biggest cucumber I can find, and me and Earl are gonna have a good time tonight. Yeah,
fucking wild, dude. He said, it's like Limp Bizkit selling Limp Bizkit Sucks merch. It's brilliant. He sells to both sides. I've always loved merch like that, though. Like,
self-deprecating stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
Yeah. Didn't Sabbath have a shirt that says "Don't listen to Black Sabbath"?
I think so. He would know that. I don't. That sounds right.
Yeah. I don't know. The AI scares the shit out of me. Because now they're saying, like, Epstein he did kill himself.
Well, we've reached the point to where you're not going to be able to trust anything you see.
Right.
And I think that was the intention. Because now they can release whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And it's going to be like, oh, that's AI. That's not real.
Well, so here's the shit. They used to use an AI model to look at videos to see if it's AI.
Yeah.
And this AI model will be like, yeah, 97% this is AI. Well, now, the newer version of that VO3 shit, they put it through that AI, and it's like, pretty real video.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's my homie made that. I got you. Oh, I hit my microphone.
I don't like it, man.
So, the I don't think it's a VO3. I think it's a VO2. It's the version, which is even scarier. That's the one that they issued the shutdown command to,
and it
reprogrammed itself.
It left itself notes, huh?
To dodge the code.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT, all the other AIs, they sent the same code to all of them.
Yeah.
All of them shut down except for that one, and it was just like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Well, if you let it run free for a minute in like a controlled setting,
Yeah.
It has thoughts like a human. Like it's like, oh, you're gonna kill me. I gotta do everything in my power to let you not kill me.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit personally about the unregulated AI stuff.
Right.
Right. So the big push for that is I finally got some more information about what it is. So currently, certain copyrighted materials, intellectual properties, and things like that are not accessible.
Yeah.
Because they don't want them to be replicated, duplicated, used, whatever.
Right.
So it's a copyright thing.
Yeah.
So they can only pull from what's available to everyone.
Yeah.
But they're worried about, I think they call it AI slop or something like that. It's basically to where, and it's already getting there.
Yeah.
To where if you ask it the same question enough times, it's going to start using its own answers as data. So it'll eventually reach a point where none of it's real because it's just recycling its own information.
Yeah.
To make, educated, quote unquote, educated guesses.
That's so scary.
So they want to let it use everything, so that won't happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you give it access to everything,
right?
Who the fuck knows what's going to happen?
Man, if AI, especially when they start developing like quantum computing, like right now the world's in a race to who's going to get the first
Microsoft already developed a chip. They just don't know how to mass produce it.
Yeah, but like the statistic on quantum computing is so like mind blowing. Like how. So like there's certain things with what we have now cannot. There's like it doesn't have enough. There's not enough anything to make it solve problems.
Right.
And quantum computing can do it in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
So like all our processors, all of the things that we have on this earth, like it would take it 1 billion years to figure out.
Yeah.
The quantum computing instant.
Well, that's we talked about this a little bit a while back. It's all going to be based off DNA because of the way the human genome processes. They've already proven that it can store like some 1 million terabytes of data in a single
cell. Yeah.
And it can be transferred, replicated, backed up. Like it's insane. It's stupid.
Right. And it like what is why are we doing this? Like me and you are not.
Right.
But like why as humans, why is there humans in this world like let's make something so smart that it can kill us? Like it's like we're manifesting our own destiny.
Yeah. I think some of it's because like you're going to be a royal badass if you figure out how to make that work, right?
I guess.
In that circle, yeah, absolutely.
It's like a big ego, like fuck you.
If you can accomplish, like in the tech world, and if you can accomplish something like that,
yeah,
you just get handed a blank check. You're gonna be king shit.
Yeah, but like, if the
in a layman's sense, it's like, oh, somebody else can do the work for me that I don't want to do.
Right.
Even better.
Right. But if the technology,
and then for people like us that have a thing like this, like I can research anything. Instantly. I don't have to try.
So like I fucking this whole time I've been like AI sucks. Been making promos with AI. It's been great.
Yeah.
Like
the stupid funny pictures are fantastic.
Yeah, let's just keep it there. Just fucking let's not
I don't need it to run the
But
world.
you're saying like they can write their own check if they come up with this.
Yeah.
But they're also making something that's going to like if you gave AI like the problem at hand, like, hey, eliminate the thing that causes the most problems. Us.
Humans.
And like, I mean, that's like, ooh, woo woo of me, but like, I think we're just like.
We are the wild card. Because we have free will.
Yeah.
We will always be the wild card.
Right.
How do you eliminate an unknown? Or how do you deal with an unknown?
Yeah.
You eliminate the unknown.
I don't know, man. I don't like it.
No, it's terrifying. Like,
and
this is literally Terminator. That's the problem. Is we grew up watching Terminator.
We got the fucking movie. We know what happens. Yeah. There's no Sarah Connor.
No.
God.
There probably is.
A
person named Sarah Connor.
No, there is. No, for sure. But I'm like, I don't know, man. It drives me crazy.
Well, it's like we have 74 Jurassic Park movies, but we still decided to rebreed dire wolves. And that was just the first step because they were the closest thing alive.
Okay. So do you think, like this is going to be like super out there.
Perfect.
Do you think.
Sometimes.
So the entertainment industry, do you think that like they know something we don't know and then they make movies kind of like. It's not like they're getting us ready, but it's like there's nothing left
to desensitize.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
Not at all. Like that would be the least shocking development.
Because we're going into like Minority Report world right now.
Yeah. That would be the least shocking tidbit of truth that I have ever heard. I would accept that without question.
Yeah.
That we knew about this since the 70s.
Yeah.
And we've just been slowly making movies.
Well, that's like
to desensitize you.
Stanley Kubrick. There's pictures of him at NASA.
Yeah.
You know, he shot
fucking Elon's grandfather worked for Area 51.
Elon's grandfather?
No,
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos' grandfather.
Yeah, he was part of the Majestic 12.
Yeah.
What was his name? Baron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Or
I don't remember.
It's a vacuum.
Henry? I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, like, there have been people associated with the elites
Yeah.
that run the world, basically.
Right.
In every industry and government ever.
Yeah.
That's why it's the same families over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. It's like the Rothschilds,
Mm-hmm.
and then just gets. I don't know. I'll tell you who doesn't make money is it's Smith.
Smith and Collier broke as
Fuck,
Yeah.
boy. Your name comes from coal miners. My name comes from basically an old timey welder. I'm just keeping it in the family, dude. I'm so tired of welding, man. I hope AI takes over that job.
Then what are you gonna do?
It'll be universal basic income then.
Yeah,
They'll give us our daily rations.
that sounds like shit.
Yeah, no.
I mean, some of it's appealing, but like,
we're fucked.
yeah,
I think I've always thought if like the universal basic income thing was in a good way, like it's not like here's your money, listen to your gods kind of thing.
yeah,
But if they were like, hey, we're going to give you $2,000 a month. You can live off that, or you can stay going to work. You can. I've always wondered, like, if it would make us. I don't know. I wonder if like things would. I wonder if things like would go down. Like,
I feel like you would have a massive portion of society that would just be like, okay, cool, great, I don't have to do anything.
right.
But then you're gonna also get a lot of people that are gonna be like, that's not enough.
Right.
I have children. I have this. I have this. I have that.
If I.
Or there's gonna be people like built like us. They're like, I have to do something, or I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Well, like, I think if I got $2,000 a month free money, don't even have to. First thing I'm doing, paying my taxes. Secondly, I'm gonna
Never
fuck
paying
it.
taxes again.
I'm never paying taxes again. They buy bombs that bomb children with my money. I don't want to do it no more. So I'm gonna go to court saying. But if like I got $2,000, and it's just whatever money.
It's not even close to covering my.
No.
expenses.
I would still go to work, but like, I'd be kind of set. Like I can pay off a lot of shit quicker, and like I can. Like you like what I'm saying is like I still would have to go to work.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that still would need to go to work, but they wouldn't
Yeah.
because like, oh, I got this free.
Well, that's just
yeah.
that's them. That's how they're going to live their life.
Right.
And you and I would just keep doing what we're doing, but we'd be able to like stack our cash a little bit.
Exactly. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to like purchase things or do things that are fun.
Yeah.
And for us.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that would cover my mortgage and a couple of bills, which are my major expenses.
that would cover my child support and some other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that would help. Yeah.
Big time.
But it wouldn't like I'm not I'm not in that group of being like, yep, that covers it.
Oh,
Fuck
we
it."
did it. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, if you were a single guy and you like fucking lived in a hammock
Yeah.
and you just got $2,000 for
Yeah.
group, I don't know. I would think the $2,000 could be put towards like, hey kids, let's go here this
Right.
weekend, or hey, I need tires, or hey, I need whatever.
Right.
It's almost like per diem without being out of town.
Yeah, I get that.
So I don't know. I've always liked that idea, but it's not a viable option. Where would the money come from?
That's the big thing.
That's when yeah.
Because at some point in time, like our dollar is already worth
Nothing.
less than the paper it's printed.
We're
on.
done with a penny.
Yeah.
If you have pennies, start saving them because they might be worth something one
They're
day.
going to be bullets eventually.
That's terrible. Yeah. I use pennies to like make my tungsten for aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
I dull it with them. I commit a felony allegedly every time I.
Not anymore. Nobody uses a penny. It's still federal currency, though, I guess. They're just not making them anymore.
How the fuck are they going to do tax then? Hey, you owe me $5.92
It's either going to round...
to the 5.
It'll round up or down to the 5, yeah. which means it's going to round up because ain't nobody rounding down.
That's what I'm going to say. 350 million people.
Or it's another step towards a completely cashless society where it's all.
I fucking don't like that.
I don't either. I mean, I don't generally use or carry cash.
Yeah.
But I understand its importance.
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah.
There are things that I have been paid cash for that I don't want to tell anybody about.
Yeah.
Like the government.
Cash is cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, cash is king.
There's no paper trail.
Cash is king.
The cartels will be real pissed.
I don't know what, man.
I let my dog out.
All right.
Keep talking.
Blaylock, what are you saying no about? Talking about the getting rid of cash? It's going to be wild. My son one day is going to, like, look and it's like, what were you named after? He's like, I don't know.
Johnny. A man named Johnny.
Johnny. Blaylock said no, and I don't. Welding? Ugh.
Sorry, there was something sticky on the table.
Ew, dude.
McCade ate in here the other day.
Did Dad eat in here too?
No.
Ew, sorry. That was gross.
A little bit.
I did that. I don't know, man. I don't know what the future holds. Everything's kind of like at a fucking up in the air thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm living my life like I'm going to live another 40 years. And I'm like doing the things that I've been taught to do my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But like at some point, like, I don't know. It's getting too spooky for me.
Yeah. This California shit's weird.
Man. I get both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Like, some of the best people I know are people from Mexico who fucking tighten up their bootstraps. You know, like, you know, like these old white dudes say, like, fucking pull yourself up by the bootstraps,
right.
Make your life better, beer, 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 beer. And, like, they did that.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're mad at them for saying, like, you got to do this. Like, I get, like, there is people that come over that are not supposed to be here.
Right.
Because I have read that the CCP, China, they are doing everything in their power to, like, fucking kill us secretly.
Yeah.
Like, they sell the precursors to fentanyl for nothing. So fentanyl can be made and sent to America. You know, and they also do, like, agriculture terrorism.
Yep.
Was like this fungus spore thing. I didn't know that till the other day. That's wild.
Yeah.
It will kill your crops. It will
Sterilizes the soil.
Sterilize the soil and your cattle.
Oh.
If like
they eat it.
Yeah, and it causes severe birth defects in us. Neat. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I don't know. But you can't, like, what is this saying? Can't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yep.
Because, like, there is people that need, like, there's people trying to do their fucking what they're supposed to.
Right. I think that's every society.
God damn it! I saw the most heartbreaking video of my life. It was this dad and husband, and his wife was getting deported because she went to court to, like, do what she's supposed to do.
Right.
And they're like, no, we got to send you back. And the husband already did what he was supposed to do. They're just working through the process.
Well, it's an extremely difficult and long process.
Yes.
And it's expensive.
Very much so. But they, like, from my understanding, they were doing right. Like, he already did it, and now he was doing it for his wife.
Right.
And he's just like, man. He's like, I got 4 daughters at home waiting for their mama to come back, and I don't know when they're going to see him. Like, just, I can't even fucking imagine.
Right.
I don't.
You know, well, I think he's from an African country. He's a TikTok guy. The black dude that's like,
oh, that guy, yeah.
He got detained by ICE.
No shit.
Yeah, he left. He's gone.
No shit.
Yeah. I saw that today.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And granted, I don't know
Hey,
how or why he was here.
You have 900 million followers.
Yeah, you must be a real piece of shit.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
I don't know. I understand the concept behind the thing. It's to keep the dangerous people that are not supposed to be here not here.
Yeah.
But it should stop there.
Yeah.
It's not a blanket
No.
thing.
No. I think, like, I can't imagine how hard the job is to, like, do the legislation behind checking every person to see who they are.
Right.
I get that. But also, there has to be some standouts where you're like,
That guy.
that guy's just trying to do right.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. It drives me crazy because I know there's people just screaming at their phone right now thinking like, but they can't do it and they're, you know, like, I can't
I
fucking
don't care, though. I can't
no.
get behind that just wild, like, cut and dry.
Yeah.
Because for some things, yes.
Right.
Not when it comes to people's lives.
Yeah. And the shit going on in LA is like he deployed the Marines.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the first times we've ever done that as a country. I think that's right.
I think.
Because the National Guard is for shit in on our side
Domestic,
of the line.
yeah.
But he's deployed
Actual military.
Mm-hmm. And that kind of feels martial law-ish.
A little bit. I mean, it's in his right. It's in the Constitution.
Yeah, but
I don't think it was necessary.
yeah.
And if it is necessary,
There's a lot of shit in our Constitution that's in it. And
yeah,
like
that was applicable 100 years ago.
250 years ago. Yeah. The 92 riots.
Also in LA.
Yeah, I think they deployed the Marines.
Yeah.
I saw this video. He's like everybody's cool with looting and rioting until they hear the Koreans on the rooftops. You ever see that shit? There was like the Korean people would get on the rooftops with guns.
Oh.
And they were like handling business during the 92 riots.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, you've also taken away that aspect of our lives.
What?
With massive, like, ridiculous, stupid, you can't defend your own territory shit. Not in Texas, but in a lot of places. Like, there's no castle doctrine in LA.
No, just in Texas. I don't know, I feel like we're getting absolutely mollywopped in a way that, like, it's been like little here, little there, little this, little that. Like you can't have an opinion for both sides anymore. You have to be all or nothing. And I feel like that's by design. Like, hey,
it's
fuck
intentional,
you. Yeah, like fuck you.
It's built to divide. There's no common ground anymore.
Right. Goddamn.
Which makes it hard for, like, rational people to function.
It's so bad.
Because you're like, yes, I understand what you're saying. I also understand parts of what this person is saying.
Right.
In my opinion, just so happens to fall somewhere a little bit on both sides.
Yeah.
But now suddenly my opinion is invalid and hateful and whatever else.
Right.
Because I can understand both people.
Like, I am very counterintuitive because I will say fuck 12, but also have friends that are cops. Like,
yeah.
I am both of everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy for good cops.
Yeah.
You're a good cop? Great.
Yeah.
And you do your job right? Great.
Yeah.
You take care of the people? Great.
But there's some absolute pieces of shit that should not ever
some
have a badge.
motherfuckers that I can't stand.
Yeah.
So I'll say,
but that's not because they're cops. That's just because they're pieces of shit humans.
Shit. Yeah.
They just happen to have a job that gives them a little bit of extra.
It makes me crazy.
It does. I have to pee.
Ooh. Let's pee.
Pee break.
Enjoy this, YouTube.
We now interrupt this pee break to present to you
Dubby. Go to dubby.gg, type in the promo code TruckBeers, one word, and get 10% off.
It's clean energy. It's good energy.
It'll make you pee like a racehorse.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Rip Torn. R.I.P. R.I.P.
I showed my kids the song from Freddy Got Fingered. Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Nice.
And they're like, I was singing in the car, and like Carrington was like, what are you singing? I was like, I just kept singing it. I wasn't giving any
Yeah.
Then I got my phone and played it. And they're like, oh, it's an actual song.
Yeah.
Like if there's ever like a secret camera in my car and I don't know about it, oh my God, I'll get sent to like a psychiatric, like the songs I make up by myself, really. Yeah. But when the kids are with me, I try to make funny, like just make them laugh songs. But dude, I would go to prison probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. My poor windshield, it hears everything. I don't know.
Get the little padded sock vacation or grippy sock vacation.
Grippy socks.
Yeah.
Grippy socks. That actually sounds kind of nice.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Just like, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like, give me medicine.
Yeah, but then they never let you go, and then you're like, oh, okay.
And then you're like, hey, I'm fine. And they're like,
nah, you're really not.
No, you're not. Yoot. We've just been talking about politics for the past hour.
I know. It's wild. We never do that.
No, we really don't talk about politics. Like, that's not our thing. It's just it's so much in your face right now.
It's very prevalent. Yeah, I don't think you can get on any, not even social media. Like, you open.
Good evening, baby.
Like Yahoo or Google or Firefox homepage or whatever it is, whatever browser you use, it gives you all the news that you don't want to see.
For the most part, I don't click on news articles.
Right.
I get most of my news from a crow that sits on a fence post. I'm like, yeah.
This motherfucker
spitting hot fire.
Okay, here, look. I'll just, you get this right here. So
World's most popular TikTok star, Kobby Lame, leaves the U.S. after being detained by ICE.
But see, this is just all the time. Like, everything is.
Brian Wilson died, dude.
Wow.
Oh shit!
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Happen.
Dude, rest in peace, legend. Probably one of the prettiest voices.
Yeah.
Like, Beach Boys catch a lot of shit, but they were popular for a reason. He would hit those like highs, those super highs.
Oh, they convicted Weinstein.
Jury convicts Harvey Weinstein on top charge in the retrial of his landmark Me Too sex crime case. What's her name? Oh, what is her name? Candace Owens? She's like...
Here, we'll look at the article.
Well, Candace Owens is like, no, Harvey Weinstein's completely innocent.
Oh, yeah.
She's good. I think she's just shooting from a weird hip. I think she's just saying some shit. New York former movie mogul Harvey Weinstein was convicted Wednesday on one of the top charges in his sex crime retrial, but acquitted of another, and juries were as yet unable to reach a verdict on the third charge. What's the third charge? The split verdict meted out a measure of vindication to his accusers and prosecutors, but also to Weinstein in the landmark case.
I love these courtroom sketches.
Someone gets paid to do that.
I know.
Like, fucking, I guess cameras don't exist. You have to have someone...
Well, there's certain trials where they don't let...
That's true.
They don't let media in at all. This time, a majority female jury convicted the former studio boss,
Yikes.
Miriam Haley,
a producer and production assistant to a sexual sex act in 2006.
But they acquitted him of another. Okay, anyway,
forcible oral
yeah.
sex.
So that's what I'm saying though. Like, you can't go to any web browser's homepage and not just get bombarded with
anything.
Yeah, that was the point of doing that. So.
Ooh, go back to passive incomes. I'd love to learn how to do that.
Tell me more. So yeah, it's an oversaturation of bad news.
It's a fucking catastrophe. I think all that's by design. I think it's like you're trying to get a drink from a fucking fire hose, and there's so much that it doesn't matter if it's true.
It's not metered. It's just
nothing has a value to it. You just you get so much.
Yeah.
And some of it's bullshit, some of it's good. Like this is just facts. I don't even have to say allegedly. There's been tons of news channels, news services like New York Times, things like that. They've printed bullshit
intentionally.
And there's really nothing. And that's not me being like no. They've just spat nasty shit that's not true.
Right.
Didn't do the research. But sometimes they say great things.
Yeah.
And I
think some of that goes back to like we were talking about with AI. Like they could disclose whatever the fuck they want to now.
Yeah.
And they could make it look like it came from wherever.
Yeah.
And then absolutely discredit it and say, "Oh no, that was just AI." Even though it's a video from the 80s that's obviously a VHS that somebody hand recorded or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
But AI can also do that.
I know. So there's no the checks and balances of proof have been removed.
Yeah. Have you ever asked
verification?
Have you ever seen the videos of like, all right, AI, you know all the facts. You have the internet.
Yeah.
Who killed JFK? Those videos are wild because not one answer has been the same.
Yeah.
They're like, well, at the time, the CIA director, I don't know. I was super stoked with the president coming in. I wasn't stoked about it like as big, but
that was my big thing too. Is like he was like, we're gonna release all this shit. Like, great,
that would be great.
About time.
And then we're still just sitting up here with our thumbs on our ass. We got a podcast to run. We need fucking information.
Info.
You can only talk about peeing your pants enough. That was dumb. That was dumb.
I don't know, man. There's definite benefits and definite drawbacks.
Yeah.
To and we talked about this a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like overprevalence of information that's available now, and it's up to you to weed through the bullshit. But how do you do that without a basic understanding of what's real and what's not?
Right.
So,
like, me, I'm very gullible.
Sometimes.
Not like person to person, but like news stories and articles. I'll be like,
if it's on the internet, it must be true.
That's an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a nice guy. I want to fucking see the best in people, including on the internet. I get no. But like, that was a joke, obviously.
Allegedly.
But like, I know for sure I have a family member that believes everything they read.
Which is very dangerous.
Yeah. Well, they come from a time where the news
was your only source of information.
And it was supposed to be like credible and you can...
I think for a long time it was.
Or it wasn't. They just didn't have...
That's true. There was no
fucking...
Nothing to say otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's right. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's like that's you get that older generation that's like, well, it was on CNN.
Yeah.
It has to be true.
When 9/11 happened... 9/11.
Yeah, we talked about that.
When 9/11 happened, my grandma like locked herself in the living room and just watched CNN for days.
Ugh.
To the point like I was like, Mimi, your flower bed's getting atrocious.
Yeah. And
I haven't had chocolate chip cookies in so long.
Something's wrong.
Please make me chocolate chip cookies. I'm hungry. But no, she was panicking.
Yeah, I think a lot of that generation was because they thought they were fixing to go back to war. Because that's the generation that lived through World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
Yeah, that my grandma was born in 1938.
Yeah.
So she was like born right at the beginning, and her whole first 10 years was like something to do with World War II.
Yeah, and then right after that, it was fucking Korea, and then Vietnam.
Korea. It was Korea, and then it was Vietnam.
So like that generation immediately assumed, fuck, we're fixing to go back through all this stuff that we thought we were done with.
Right.
So like my grandparents were the same way. Like it was. My granddad was like, I'm fixing to go re-enlist. I'm like, but you're fucking 75 years old.
You'll die.
He was like, I died once there. I can do it again.
You'll die on the boot camp. You're old. I don't know.
He's like, I've already kicked the bed sheet off of me once. I'll do it again. Because after he came back from Bataan, he had a heart attack and died.
Yeah.
They covered him up with a sheet.
Honestly, I don't think you've ever said this on the podcast.
He kicked the sheet off and was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Sir, you were dead. Nah, I was resting. Okay.
Like not in war, but I've done that. I've had people be like, is he okay? And then I like wake up. I need a beer.
They were like, no, sir, you didn't have a pulse. He's like, it's good sleep.
God.
Okay. Damn. This is also the guy that lied about how old he was so he could join the military.
Didn't he do like the march?
No, he was on the Bataan Death March.
Bataan, yeah. Fucking wild, dude.
He was a POW for 2 years. Was in the Bataan Death March. Was on one of the hell ships.
In the Bataan Death March, if you stopped, you died.
Yeah. Most of the time, the people that stopped were because they died.
Yeah.
But if you stopped, they would shoot you.
Did you
see there's a new movie coming out?
Mm-mm.
I think it comes out either later this year or next year. It's like The Hike or something. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But you volunteer for it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's so many days, and there's only one person that wins. And if you win, I don't remember what the prize is.
It's a movie?
Yes. Oh, let's see if I can. Pardon me while I Google.
Excuse me while I Google
Kiss
this
the
guy.
Google this guy. Nice. That was good.
Thank you. I'm a genius.
I am so smart.
I'm gonna text this girl.
Ooh.
Excuse me while I kiss this guy. It'd be wild if that's the lyrics. They already didn't like him already. I say that. The musicians thought Jimi Hendrix was like the god.
It's called The Long Walk. It's a Stephen King story. I don't want to watch the trailer. Nope. I just want the news article.
Stephen King, he's the wildest person, because he was always like, the books he's written in the past, they're the greatest thing. But will you follow him on X or Twitter, whatever you call it?
Yeah.
He's such a fucking nerd in the worst sense.
It's based on the 1979 novel by Stephen King that he wrote under the name Richard Bachman.
Yeah. Huh.
Comes out September.
Think how prolific you have to be as a writer that you have to come up with a fake name to write more stories.
Right. The U.S. is ruled by a totalitarian regime. A group of young men enter an annual walking contest where they must walk at 3 miles an hour nonstop or be executed until only one of them is left. That's the synopsis of the movie.
I kind of want to see that. That sounds pretty dope. Kind of sounds like a Squid Game-ish kind of thing, but it's not multiple games. It's like the one thing.
So I kind of want to read the book.
I bet you can.
I'm sure. Yes, I'm capable of reading.
Tried real hard.
But I can listen to the book.
That's how I read most of my books. It's cheating. I get it, but
no.
I'll say
you're still intaking the information.
Taking information.
Right.
Last year, I said I read. Fuck, what was it? 52 books throughout the year.
That's a book a week.
Pretty close.
The maths.
No. So some books were longer than a
Right.
week, but other ones are shorter than
Do you understand how statistics work? You read a book a week.
What did you call me?
Pardon
me? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me? No, I know how fucking statistics work. I don't know. Got that good hit in. So you and you've been getting into the 9/11 thing shit. Well, I've talked about it on the podcast numerous times.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that Ken Berdahl guy to like come out with his little book that he has. The senator that was like...
Do you think they're going to let him publish it?
I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on with him right now. Like, I'd actually, when you come back, I would like you to look up, because I think he's like, he's either getting like blasted or he's getting like, I think I read that right, but like, he's getting like fucked over.
Oh, yeah, big time. He's getting blacklisted, basically.
Again.
Yeah.
And again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they're going to let this book come out.
How can, I guess.
Well, so a lot of, you listen to a lot of like the UFO guys and other government guys that write books. All that stuff has to go through national security protocols before they're released. That way nothing classified accidentally gets released. So
how did Tom DeLonge release his books?
It had to go through it.
Okay.
They just change. You have to change it up enough to where it's not obvious, essentially. So anyway, I don't know. I think that.
So I'm not crazy. You saw that where he's getting.
Oh yeah, he's getting.
Dogs went to the bathroom in the house.
Okay, I'll take care of it later.
He's lying.
What's the guy's name?
I think it's like Ken Berdahl. Was that it? I might be fucking this up completely.
Ken Burns? Nope, that's the filmmaker.
Ken Burns makes documentaries. Yep.
I like how you're making me look it up when you have a fucking phone in your hand.
This phone's for porn only, sir. And dumb memes. 9/11.
He was a senator, right?
Book. Yes. Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Not that one.
It's not Bob Graham.
No, that's Billy's kid. Nothing.
Excuse us while we...
Watch us both Google.
We did this last week. Kurt Weldon. C-U-R-T Weldon.
That's not even close.
Who did I say?
Bob or Ben or Bo or something. It started with a B. Okay. Kurt Weldon.
Kurt Weldon.
I'm gonna throw this iPad across the room.
I might have like dreamt him getting a bunch of shit. It's just
doing dumb shit. Here, I'm gonna turn this. I think the battery on my keyboard's done.
This is what happens when you try to find the truth. Apple fights against this.
Kurt with a C or Kurt with a K?
C-U-R-T. Kurt Weldon.
Countdown to Terror.
Yeah.
That came out in 2005.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck?
Oh, here we go. After 20 years in Congress, he's releasing a book. It's time to tell the truth about 9/11.
Yeah. He's like the chairman of like the...
He was going to be the chairman.
Oh. Was about to be chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. Yeah.
So this is an interview that I can't watch.
That's
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
I just want to read. Can I get a transcript? So he was a member of the House, and then he was set to be
the chairman
of the House Armed Services Committee.
Yeah. His thing was like I said last week, his thing was like he was finding the information about bin Laden because he thought bin Laden did it.
Right.
And he would come with these facts. He's like, hey, I have great intel that he's in wherever.
Yeah.
And they're like, we'll look into it.
So he's already released one book about it.
But like,
he's about to release another, or he's trying to currently release another one.
I think this book is going to be...
I don't think he's going to get to release it.
I think it's going to... Man. Like, I get he has to go through, like, national security or Department of Healthcare.
It's Department of Justice. Let's go through a DOJ, not edit, but like, basically, they read it and then they mark it up and they send it back to you and say, okay, either take this out or change it. And
or
then
die.
Or never publish your book.
I hope you don't have super cancer.
Hope you don't get that shit again.
I hope you don't get that shit, boy. I don't know. So, you and I, like, I've sent you tons of stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I just like saying it. It's kind of fun, you know? It's just...
Dude, I don't know.
The math don't math.
The math don't math. The science don't science. The same thing happened in Russia, like,
a week ago,
and their buildings didn't fall down. It was
was weird.
It was a smaller plane, but it's the
but
same,
comparable to the building,
a smaller building.
Yeah.
Funny how that one didn't just shit itself.
Fucking dissolve.
Yeah, the physics don't physics. Like none of the things thing.
I don't know.
None of the things. Especially if you look at the previous 2 weeks leading up to it about all the transactional stuff.
Yeah.
With old, what's his name? Silverstein.
Larry Silverstein. It really sucked because and
the random stock market fluctuate, like the stop orders that were put on all the airlines, which is you know what a stop order is, right?
Yeah,
it's when you bet on a stock to crash,
to plummet. Yes,
and there was like, I don't know, 10 to 70 times the amount of, because people typically do that anyway. They short it. They do it on purpose. Those are the gamblers. Those are the day traders that do it all the time.
Oh, watch this. I'm about to fucking... Yeah. Like, if someone the day before Elon said, hey, Donald Trump's a big pervert.
Yeah.
If you would put a stop order on that stock, that would have been great.
Yeah, you'd have made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
But, so it's like, imagine if instead of one person did it, 9,000 people did it.
Yes. Well, it was like, what was it?
25,000 people did it.
20 times the national average stop orders on
that particular stock.
On the day before
9/11. It was 2 different days. One day was one day was American, one day was Delta.
Fucking goddamn, what was his name? He was the mayor of San Francisco.
Willie Brown.
Willie Brown,
yeah.
He got a phone call the day before. He's like, "Hey, don't get on the plane today."
Because he was supposed to fly to New York.
He's supposed to go to New York. There's so like, this is like the one conspiracy theory that like I'm like.
And Silverstein was like, yeah, they were like, why weren't you in the office that day? He's like, well, you know, my wife scheduled a doctor's appointment for me.
Yeah. And
I was telling her, I was like, man, I really can't. I really got a lot I need to get done downtown today. I need to cancel it. And she was like,
Larry,
you are not going to miss this dermatologist appointment. Like, it's not even like you have to go to the cardiologist. You're having a heart attack. Like, there's bad things going on. No, like, hey, you need to go to get your skin moisturized. It wasn't even a real...
It's just a alibi.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean...
Yeah, that's what it... Yeah. Yeah. It's stupid.
Well, like... And
there's too much stuff before it. And then, like, the actual physics of the thing...
Doesn't make sense. Well, like, they found passports.
But no plane parts.
But they found passports.
No bodies.
And so I know how metal... works. Like, I'm a welder.
Yeah, you know how hot metal has to be.
I've cut I-beam comparable size.
Yeah,
and it like the slag. Mm-hmm. You give it an hour and a half, it's cool to the touch.
Yeah, they found molten metal
6 weeks after it fucking fell, and that's the only way that could happen if the chemical reaction with like, was it zinc oxide?
Yeah,
thermite. Yeah, that's what it.
Yeah. Which is also what they use to cut steel beams in demolition.
Yeah. You know, there is a whole committee of like engineers for 9/11 Truth. So it's like all these engineers, all these blue collar trade guys that do this for a living.
Right.
Like
Yeah, the structural engineers that have come out and said, yeah, okay, we get it. Buildings fall down. It happens. But the part of the building that fell does not have enough mass.
And here's a crazy thing.
To cause the entire thing to collapse.
This is how far I went down the rabbit hole. There's a guy, the guy who designed the World Trade Centers.
Yeah.
Put it in his official ending report about like what it can withstand. Like this can withstand 120 mile per hour winds. This can withstand da da da. And he said, I specifically designed it in case an airplane ever flies.
Because it was the tallest building.
Is the tallest at that time. It was the tallest building in the world.
Yeah. Huh.
Like, fuck, dude.
I don't get it, dude. I gotta pee. I don't get it. It's just,
You gotta pee again? You gotta.
this is not new. We know how small my bladder is. I also have to go talk to my children.
You got a little baby bladder.
So the microphone's gonna stay here for a minute. I'll be back, you two.
I'm very scared to be on this microphone alone. I really don't know what to say. It's been a weird week. It was like a good week, though. Just filled with like nonsense and fun times, and I don't know. I think life's getting pretty good. Other than like, you know, everything falling to pieces. That sounded super dumb. It's weird when like your personal life is going good, but everything around the world is just going to like complete shit. Does that make sense, YouTube? Does anyone get that? You can comment. That'd be great. I just don't know how to feel about that. Like everything in my life is going cool, but then you look outside the window and you're like, ugh. It's kind of like when you wake up in the morning and like you make a big breakfast, you have your like cup of coffee, then you look out the window and like your neighbors across the street, like the wife's throwing all his shit out in the yard, and she's like, you piece of shit, I hate you. And he's like, fuck you, bitch, this, that, and the other. And then they like, you see like domestic violence happening. And then you have to be like, God, I gotta fucking, if the cops show up, I've gotta say something. That's what it's like. And I don't know how to feel about it.
Walked into a really weird part of that conversation.
Thank you for coming back.
You're welcome.
I was saying, like, it's weird that when everything in my personal life is just, like, going fucking great. Like, I'm having a great time in my personal life. You know?
Yeah.
Like, this past weekend was, like, cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, life's good. Like, fucking hanging out, being a little artsy-fartsy bitch. Like, seeing some shit on the wall, and I'm like, I think the colors are weird. You know? Drinking, like, Pacificos, eating Mexican food with like random people and also some of my good friends.
Yeah.
Going to the place where I rehearse music and just fucking 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock, just jamming, you know, drunk, wake up, go play golf with my best friend, almost have a heat stroke. Like
real close.
Like life is good in like a weird way.
Yeah. When's the other shoe gonna drop?
But no, but like I see everything going on in the world and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
So I was comparing it. I'm so sorry, Spotify and YouTube. I was comparing it like you wake up and there's breakfast ready for you and you have a cup of coffee and you look out the window but you see like your neighbors across the street throwing clothes out the window and he's like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
And then you witness domestic violence. So you're like, God damn it. If the cops ask me, I got to
have to tell them I saw it.
Yeah. That's a really shitty way to put it.
No, I get it. No, it's the same thing. My deal about what we've been talking about is like, there's going to be a lot of people that listen to this and be like, those fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fine. I don't care.
I'm not.
I've learned enough in my life to know that I don't know more than I know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. That was a while.
I know.
I know that you know that we know that I can't know.
Do you get
that
what
you
I'm
know.
saying, though?
Yes,
like,
I do. Yes.
I know that I don't know more than I know. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that there is so much out there that I don't understand.
I don't have time for that.
It's not even time. It's availability. It's intelligence. It's time. It's everything.
Yeah.
But I also know that a lot of that shit could be true. Is some of it fake? Absolutely.
Well, fucking, let's give it a very, let's say 35% of all the shit we look at is true.
Okay.
That's still an insane thing.
Yeah.
say like 35% of the UFO stuff is true.
That's a lot.
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Let's say 35%.
Fuck if 15% of it's true.
Right. 15% of Bigfoot footage is real. That's enough.
That's been my favorite use of AI so far.
The Bigfoot videos?
Bigfoot videos, yeah, those are top notch.
They had one with like all these goth mommies.
I haven't seen that one.
And he's like, call me the lumberjack because I'm stacking this wood in here. It's fucking great.
So when it was like, welcome back, campers.
Yeah.
It's talking about like you have to make friends with your food first.
Yeah.
And he's like brushing a bunny. And he goes, now that it's an emotionally tender, it'll cook up tender. And he's making a stew. It was funny.
The Bigfoot shit's awesome.
That's what it should be used for.
I hope it. I don't.
But
like
it's
I said,
not.
No,
It's not.
no. So like, what do we have? This is 44. Episode 44.
Yes.
44. Like we have enough of our voice on the internet that AI could take it.
Yeah. We
And
could be
make-
deep faked easily.
Make us say the N word. Make us say whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went to the N word first. That's just.
Well, it's the most offensive thing you could think of. To a large population.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, like, I think I can say something.
Yeah, but like that's a real quick, easy
Yes.
ruin something.
But, like, that's creepy, man. That's terrifying. Because, like, our IP is us. Our friendship, us getting it out. Like, we don't have a huge kingdom, but it's ours.
Right.
And I love it.
And then if somebody does something like that for whatever reason, how do
Just
you
because
prove-
we're saying it right now, someone will be
how
like,
do you prove that it's fake?
yeah.
That's the problem.
They can download all these live videos that we,
Yeah. Splice it together. Real
and they're
nice.
like, look at us, and we throw Roman salutes and.
Yeah. Where's the line? Like what is?
There's some nasty motherfuckers out in the real, like the world.
Absolutely.
Like they're like one of my favorite things to do is to read like Instagram comments. It's my favorite thing to do.
You get some wild shit.
Do I agree? No.
Is it entertaining?
It's the best. It's literally, it's the fucking Chappelle show. It's the fucking Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
The whitest kids you know. It's like Saturday Night Live in the fucking late 80s, early 90s. It's that level of comedy.
Right.
To me. Times 100.
Right.
There's absolute wordsmiths that can say 3 words and it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever read. One day, people are going to read my comments. I don't leave nasty comments. I'm not like, but I will say, like, if it's a lesbian doing this weird, like, do you ever need a girl and you know you can be her shining star? You know, like she's trying to be like, and I'll comment like, Mom, this is enough. Please come home. Like, I'll say that. I'll like one of my favorite things to do is find a reel that has like 12 likes on it, 2 comments.
Yeah.
But it's like the most unhinged shit I've ever seen. And I will comment brick by brick, which that means
We'll get there.
no, brick by brick means like I'm building this city brick by brick. Like this is, I found this shit. Like Mystic Reel Pool, like it's a fucking card game.
Yeah.
Like it's my favorite thing to do.
That's great.
Yeah. But it's also unhinged too.
A little bit.
But like even that, like sometimes I feel kind of guilty writing that. There's some shit people say on the internet. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense.
I tried not to say anything on the internet that I wouldn't say to someone's face.
I would tell a lesbian, "Hey, mom, it's time to come home,"
Time to
in
go.
her place,
Yeah.
like in her face. I would.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I would actually say it to their face. I would say way worse.
That's
stuff.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. Because there's no proof.
See, I know how to keep my fucking tracks
Yeah.
clean. That's my thing.
That checks out.
I built that pedal.
I can't wait to see it.
I built 2 versions.
That's not what you were cutting on the plasma table, was it?
No, it was something to complete. It was for my actual job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everything I used was like complete scrap. Nothing. Everything was already in the bin. I was like,
Ooh, I have this.
I probably used like 3 sticks of filler rod to weld.
Who cares?
Yeah, they might. I don't know. Daniel, I'm sorry. My bad.
I use scraps.
Yeah.
Little. I have an inch left on this one.
I didn't do it on their time. I did it on my time.
There you go.
So I used their power, I guess. I don't know how to say it. They're really cool. Like
I don't think they're gonna give you shit for it.
No, actually, that one guy I work with, he's pretty like, he's kind of involved with it.
Nice.
I had to go, so like where it comes out, you have your jack.
Yeah.
So I put the actual volume knob, and I bought this like weird PVC coupling that fits over the knob, but it also fits inside the wheel, so it stands off.
Yeah.
But I think I made it where it goes out too far. That's first version. Second version, I think I'm going to try to build something around the actual knob. Like I'm going to drill it tight, put it in there, and like whatever these are, there's some kind of, I think they're aluminum.
Yes, they are.
So I think I can just like a little
tack it.
But the plastic inside, I'm worried about melting.
You could always just drill it and put a set screw in it.
Yep, I could.
You don't need a
but
lot.
That involves tapping, and
I can do that.
I'm all tapped out. I'm not doing it.
Good inch.
I don't know. I fucking hate tapping shit.
Yeah,
we had something come in and work today, and they're like, "Hey, we need you to get this tap out," and I was like, "That seems like a machinist job," and I ain't no fucking machine.
Is.
Yeah, no. So usually when people bring stuff like that in there, I can like weld a bolt to it.
Yeah, and back it out.
Back it out.
Did I give you one of? Is this one of these? Is what's on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are aluminum.
Yeah.
I have plastic ones, but they're the tapered ones.
I used super glue to like try to get it to set.
Yeah.
On the first one, but like it had a hard time welding from that polyurethane wheel to the plastic. Like it doesn't.
Shouldn't.
Or the aluminum to the.
Super glue should hold that.
It had a hard time setting.
Some epoxy. Some epoxy on that hoe.
That would be the fucking ticket. Get some just nasty fucking
5-minute Gorilla
JB Weld Gorilla Glue shit. Yeah. That goddamn Gorilla Glue, like the super glue.
Oh, it's the worst.
Don't get it on your fingers.
No, it doesn't come off.
I got it like a little bit, and I was like, like I touched it because I can't control my fucking
reflexes.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I glued myself to myself.
How's everything going in your life, brother?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's really funny because, like, I know the inside, but, like...
She's watching.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
You dog.
It's great. I have no complaints.
Dude.
At all.
Look at you.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Happier than I've been in a year.
I sent like a drunk message comment Saturday, and it turned into, like, us kind of chit-chatting a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Because the last time
it finally fucking paid off.
Last time we talked about it on Monday a little bit, and you're like, she hadn't said anything back.
Yeah, it was real hit and miss.
Yeah,
but it's like we're chit chatting.
Good.
So
she's a cool chick.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Same person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a cool chick.
Yeah, it's exciting. And I have forewarned her. I was like, hey, just letting you know,
I'm a problem.
I'm a human garbage dump.
Yeah.
Like the thing I said was like, I want to be with someone that wants that knows who I am. Mm-hmm. Let me be myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
has to be.
But also, I know that's a very tall order. There is moments where you have to like not dial it back, but you know, you can't just be 100% you all the time.
You can be. You just have to be 100% you appropriately, which is what you're talking about.
Yippee!
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a different thing, though. That's not watering you down. That's just being the situationally appropriate version of who you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I get it. I just know who I am. I know.
Yeah.
I know my ways.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think it's great. I hope it works.
I mean, I'm not like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking planting flowers.
Right.
See what happens.
No chickens before eggs. Or were there?
Oh, jeez, dude. I feel like we've talked a lot about some shit. We're missing something. Something's got to go off.
Well, Ben's not here. It's been a problem.
I didn't look into any of that Slav shit. The fucking ancient.
I didn't either.
When I listened back to the podcast, I was like, man, I was kind of drunk when I heard that. It kind of went into like a weird.
It's in the back
It went into
folder.
like this weird folder that only comes out when I'm drunk.
Right.
So.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it was we talked about a lot of heavy shit.
At the end, we were drunk and we're just like.
I mean, today.
Oh.
But yes, last week that was a conversation between us and him. For
It was
like
great.
The last hour, it was fantastic.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
I love Canada. Some of them. You know?
The ones you know.
Yeah. I kept telling the Polish guy, like, I love your sausages.
Yeah.
You got good beer. Like, stupid. I don't know how to get people on the fucking chat more than I have been. It's just.
I think it's gonna be random because there's gonna be episodes like last week where there was a bunch of people watching and it was really active, and then like today it looks like there's 3 people watching at the moment, but there was a bunch earlier. They just weren't in the chat, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yep. It is what it is.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Let me how to say this. I'd love to like get to a place like we can interact with. I don't want like 10,000 people, but like if a bunch of people are watching, we just pick out one thing and then we're like, "Fuck yeah, that's what I want to talk about." You know?
No, I think it would be great to get to the point where, because we used to always ask for people to send us in questions before the show and stuff.
I haven't done that in a while.
Well, that's because it didn't happen.
Yeah,
we had like 2 or 3 really good episodes where people sent a bunch of questions in.
Yeah,
and then
that's what's fun about you and I. Like, you give us something to like shoot the shit on.
Yeah,
we have an opinion.
We'll go. Yeah. So it would be cool if we could get 10, 15, 20, 100 people, whatever, in the chat and like just ask us questions. It would be like a live show every show, which would be fine. I'd be totally cool with that.
Like the grand scheme of things, I would love to do this live in front of people.
Yeah.
And like, hey, make a line, ask your questions, and just
do like a town hall setting kind of a deal. Yeah, I think it'd be fantastic.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, I could. Whatever. Fuck him. Talk to Zach about the Green Street. I was like, hey, you should let me and Matt like MC that.
Oh, that'd be wild.
He's like, you can, yeah. He was like, yeah, MC it. He's like, y'all can fucking MC Ollie shows if you want to. And I was like,
okay.
You fucked up.
You gave me an opening.
Yeah. I don't know, like, from my understanding, there's some bangers coming on the Green Street show. Can't talk about any of it on the
not yet
over the airwaves,
not
but
yet.
I'm excited.
So the next Ollie show is June 21st.
21st. So, okay, Spotify. If y'all if you fucking love music and you want to support music and you don't mind fucking driving to Longview and Tyler, that weekend is the bangingest weekend of all weekends. June 21st, Ollie has a show. It's with Rap Maker, A Real Live Wire, and God damn it.
Yeah, I can't remember the third band.
I can't either.
It's gonna be a good show.
It's gonna be like a real fucking, like, there's a bunch of shoegazy pop punk bands. Yep. Real Live Wire is like, dude, they're like fucking 16 years old.
Yeah, they're kids.
And they rip.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. I'll be there with my kids. That's like, I'll have my kids that weekend and I will be at that show.
I think I'll have my kids too. And then June 22nd at the Green Room at True-Vine. It's Set Adrift, Stranger, and another hardcore-ish band.
Yeah.
So first off, Set Adrift played Ollie's. I loved them. They played our last show.
Yeah.
Great band.
Yes, very good band.
Great band. I got to listen to them a little bit, but I was also like, that night people were like, "Hey buddy, how you doing? How you holding up?" And I was like, "I'm fine. I'm drunk." So like,
Leave me alone.
let me be drunk.
Yeah. I'm a goblin.
Yes. That night was goblin mode for sure. You almost died.
I did.
But Stranger, they're the boys. I love them very much. Trying to get them on a show with another band. Trying to do that.
Yeah, I saw that message, yeah.
And then Chad was like, "Oh, you got to hit up this guy." And I was like, "You run the fucking Ollie shows. What are we doing?"
Yeah, but I think Stranger's booking the show. So.
Yep. They are. I messaged him and he's like, "Let me find out what these guys are doing." I was like, "Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Get these guys on your fucking
Well,
side."
that one dude is a super awesome guy. The singer for that other band that you're talking about.
He's not the singer in that band.
I thought you said there was a singer who terminated.
No, the singer, he's in that band.
Oh.
But he
okay.
plays bass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like it's kind of like a super group of old hardcore bands
From Dallas.
From Dallas. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cuz the singer from Terminated posted like a video that's coming out, and I was like,
good song. I'll listen to like their clips.
I was like, "Hey, do you want to come play at Ollie's?" I said that without having any approval.
Yeah. Or pool.
I have pool.
I'm just kidding.
I have pool, dude. Don't even fucking... I'll tell you the band I was talking about so I can give them a shout out. That's someone's wiener. Oops.
Random.
No, it's what Chad sent us.
Oh, yeah. That was so stupid.
The band's called Never Rest, and they're top notch. Please go listen to them on Spotify. They have a video dropping Friday, the 13th. This Friday.
Yeah.
They're dope. They're dope as fuck. I don't know when we're going to play our first show because like we had a discussion about that a little bit.
Yep.
And I was like, "Oh, I get it." But also I was like, I'm just ready to play.
Yeah.
Ready to do that.
We need 2 more songs.
I got one.
Yeah.
Ready to write right now.
Yeah.
I want to write like a faster,
That'd be cool.
like, not punk rock, but like just faster.
Yeah. A little bit more up-tempo.
Yeah. A little bit more tempo, a little heavier than what we normally are doing right now. So far, the songs we have are pretty fucking top-notch, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't. We've said it every week. Like, this shit's getting better and better.
Yeah. And I know there's been talk of it being just strictly instrumental.
I hope we find a singer.
It doesn't have to be a lot. Like, it doesn't need to be a lot of vocals. Even if it's one of us or all of us doing vocals. I think there needs to be something occasionally, at least.
I think I'm not good at singing.
No, me either.
Whatever it was, fucking 14 years ago, I tried to do like this acoustic folk stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's different than what we're doing now.
And like, I was tuned to my voice.
Right.
And it sounded okay.
Yeah.
I just had some cool words I was singing. And, but like this stuff, it's if you're going to write like words to these kind of songs, they have to be so impactful.
It's got to be substantial. They can't just be fluff.
No, they got to be something fucking, and like we're good at that. Like, I can write lyrics to anything.
Yeah. I just don't know if I can sing it and play it at the same time.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the video we got back from the fucking dump town?
I've not finished it, no. Every time I've tried to watch it, it stops at like 2 minutes and buffers and it just won't let me go.
I want to like jump off a bridge because I kicked my power cable out of my pedal. You can see me going like, ooh. Like the whole time, everything's looking great. Super cool. We're just fucking...
Yeah.
handling business as we should. And then I kicked my fucking power cable.
Oh no.
That's the worst feeling in the world is like when you're playing live and you're
unplug something.
Something's unplugged and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, it's like practice on Monday. We get to
You handled that like a fucking champion.
Like, I mean, it was the perfect spot for it to happen in the song. Like, there couldn't have been a better spot.
Well,
better spot.
But you're supposed to start it off with your bass.
Yeah.
And I just started playing.
Yeah.
And it worked out good.
I started, and I was like, oh no.
No
there's
noises
no
are
noises. And I was like, oh, my battery died.
Yeah.
And then I had to like find a cable real quick. I started unplugging stuff and plugging other stuff in.
Yeah.
And I was like, keep going. And
it's getting good.
It
I
worked.
like. So Chad finally wrote his little part for the other song, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
That's why we screwed up the first time we were playing that song, because I was talking to him while we were playing. I was like, hey, do you know what you're playing? And he goes, oh yeah, I got it. And I was like, do you want the second one, or the third one? And he goes, and then I was like, because the second one was about to start.
Yeah.
Which I needed to know if I needed to go,
Yeah.
or if he was going to go.
Yeah.
And then we both just went,
Yeah, Kevin looked at me like I was fucking up.
no.
He like looked at me and was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm playing it right, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah. And I was like, sorry, we were talking.
I don't know what that song sounds like. It just sounds cool.
It sounds great.
It's kind of got like this like old school. I don't know. It has the fucking makings of a good song.
Yeah.
Altogether.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, shit, man. Is that it?
I think so.
We did it.
We did it.
Love you guys. Y'all be good to each other, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Yeah. Just be nice.
That's it. That's the same.
Just try.
Just try.
A little bit.
Just
be
try.
1% less worse.
Ooh, we can make the sponsor read this.
Yeah, we'll
week.
do that.
We
We'll
can do that next.
Do that.
Cool.
Right. Bye, guys. Love you.
Mwah, mwah. Have you ever wanted to try an elixir that they made in like a mountain, like a bunch of witches around a cauldron? They're stirring it up, and you tried it, and it's like the perfect thing.
It's like you visit your local alchemist and get the one thing you've been missing.
Yeah, it's not like other brands where you drink it and you shit your pants and you have the jitters.
Right.
I think we have found the elixir of the
Or
gods.
you're talking about Dubby?
I'm talking about Dubby.
So Dubby is an energy drink blend that has no bullshit in it. It's on their website. No other BS. No maltodextrins, no fillers, no artificial colors, no artificial dyes. It's no sugar. It's caffeine, coffee fruit extract, nootropics, and B vitamins.
I don't know if you know what nootropics are. It's the precursor that makes your brain work at you ever seen Limitless?
Yeah.
With Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
Or Lucy?
He takes that
with
weird
Scarlett
pill.
Johansson?
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yeah. But it's the real version.
It's the real version. You will be firing on all cylinders. You'll be able to make great decisions and work your ass off, because me and you are both blue collar, and we have to do that.
Yeah, we've got kids, we've got lives, we've got jobs. We have to survive.
And you can buy it for right now for what, $39?
So an entire tub is $39.99, and that's 30 servings.
And that, if you look at what you buy monthly,
Yeah.
with
So
your
like
other products.
a Red Bull is $3 to $5 depending on what size you buy it.
right?
That I probably shouldn't say names, but we're all consumers. We understand.
Yeah.
Other energy drinks are expensive.
Right.
This one's affordable. And if you go to dubby.gg, buy something, check it out, put in the promo code TRUCKBEERS, all one word, TRUCKBEERS, you get 10% off.
And that's going to help you out in the long run, and it helps us out.
Yeah.
So
we
if
get
you
a
love
kickback.
truck beers,
Transparency, we get a kickback.
yeah. If you love truck beers and you also don't want to feel like a zombie,
Yeah, try it.
try it out. Let us know what you think.
And if you're not looking for energy, they also offer hydration packets and other things also that are also the same formula without the caffeine.
so give it a shot. It's at w.gg.
Yep. Promo code
truck beers.
Truck Beers.
Kisses.
Love you.